What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the first inaugural episode of All Shit, I'm 40. My name is Gene Lott, and welcome to my dream. All right? I hope everybody's having a good night. We got a good show in store for you guys tonight, and definitely I cannot wait to get this show started. So first and foremost, my name is Gene Lott, and I am the creator of All Shit, This is 40 podcast. Next to me is my man...
Mouse, Devin Smith, Mouse, Super Mouse, Little Big Man. I'm happy to be here, Gene. Thank you.
Awesome. And to my right, I got...
My name is Mark.
Technical difficulties.
Got the mic on. My name is Marcus, also known as Dirty. That's my nickname from college, so I'm sticking with it.
Hold on, Marcus. I never knew your name was Dirty. What?
You didn't know that?
I never knew your name was Dirty.
Oh, it is. That's my wife.
Whoa, we starting off already. Okay.
Hey, I'm ready.
Next up, we got...
Yo, what's up, man? I'm Tease, Super Tease 04 on IG. Tease Keys to Success on IG as well. What's up, y'all? Let's get it.
All right. And then, to my further right, we got...
Dave Jones.
David Jones.
Just Dave. Just Dave.
And last but not least, we have the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey everybody, I'm Terrence Gibson, aka Big Gip.
That's it?
Yeah, man, I'm excited to do this, man.
Let's get it.
Let's get it in. All right, y'all, we got a little action-packed show for y'all today. But first and foremost, man, I just want to say thank you to Patuxent Brewing Company for having us here today. Davey, what's up? I hope everybody drink as much as you can, please. Okay? Please drink. Keep drinking. It is, what's today? What they call it?
St. Patty's
Oh, yeah,
Day.
that's right. St. Patty's Day. There you go.
Pour it up.
Keep drinking. Keep the drinks flowing. Also want to thank my man Brian, our cameraman.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. We got multiple angles going here. He got me sweating like like I'm about to go to court. But nah, we just want to thank everybody for kicking off this first episode. Even though we got little technical difficulties on YouTube, we are still recording. So either way, it's going to get out there. Well, let's kick it off. I started this podcast because I turned 40 January 18th, and it's like I had an epiphany, and I was scared to death, And then I thought about, man, there is no podcast or things out here with millennials to talk about their experiences being 40 or going through this age period and everything we've gone through. So I've realized I got a whole bunch of friends that are college educated, married, successful businessmen, and I was like, you know what? Let's get us all together. So here we go, All Shit, I'm 40. So,
Hold up, quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we actually millennials?
I think we are.
Are we still millennials, or are we like Gen X or Gen Z?
Nah, we're not Gen Xers. I don't know. I think we're millennials.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are millennials. Well, you not. Are you? Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I guess let's start off by, what was the first thing you thought about when you turned 40? I think the first thing I thought about was every part of me hurts. Literally. And it's like, as soon as I turned 40, it was like, yo, I start feeling all this pain I never felt before. And then mentally, I was like, man, I'm getting close to the end. Like, honestly, that's what I was thinking about. Mouse, what were you thinking about?
I really didn't have a reaction. I try to keep active. My kids are young, so my main thing is maintaining, trying to keep up with them. When my father had me, I was, 40 years old. I mean, he was 40 years old, excuse me. But it was by seeing him at 40 and keeping up with me, I just wanted to maintain that aspect of life. I really didn't put a lot of pressure on myself. I know a lot of people say the big 4-0, but I just wanted to maintain what I already had. So it wasn't really a big deal for me.
TC, what about you, man?
Oh, man, when I was coming up on 40, the first thing that got me was when I turned 39. When I turned 39, it's almost like I turned 40. Because as soon as I turned 39, everybody, oh, you're about to be 40, you're about to be 40. It's like almost I didn't have a 39. But the biggest thing when I actually turned 40 was I always heard that was like the midlife crisis age.
Right.
Like I'm supposed to go out and buy the Harley Davidson. I'm supposed to go buy the Corvette. But at the end of the day, man, I still felt good. And I didn't feel like it was a midlife crisis. So I just kept it moving.
So we got somebody next to me who is close to 40. Marcus?
Close.
Yeah, I'm about to
What you mean close?
Oh, you got a ways, right?
Yeah,
Tell me about
I
the fall
got,
for
I
you.
got like 3 more years left.
Oh, so
I got
as
3
you
more years
approach 40, what's going through your mind?
So as I approach 40, I actually think about time a lot differently. Things are definitely more valuable. Time with family, time with friends. So like my biological grandfather, he passed away from a heart attack when he was 42. So I actually think about that every year. I'm like, that's 3 more, from now, that's 5 more years. So I'm like, I got to do what I can to get past that, make sure my health is in order, physical, mental, emotional, all that great stuff. So that's what I think about as I get closer.
So in this podcast, this is some of the things that we actually going to be discussing. Real life conversations, real life issues, and be a platform for men to be able to talk and speak. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace out. Thank you for being in the audience. Thank you, my man. Enjoy yourself. Be safe out there, all right? Be safe. But we got a live audience, y'all. But that's the type of stuff we're going to be talking about in our podcast. So next up, Dave, what did you ask yourself as you approach 40?
Yeah,
You got that late birthday.
Yeah, I got a late birthday, man. I'm a Capricorn, so I was always
Capricorn team Cap.
the youngest, you know what I'm saying, in '83. So I didn't ask myself anything, man. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoyed it like every other birthday. Pop bottles. And I would say the things that I thought about. The things that I thought about, I was really grateful. For the experience. You know what I'm saying? Leading up into that birthday, I kind of looked into my rear view and seen all of the different experiences and people that I actually met.
Right.
And I was grateful for it, man. That was what and I actually brought it in. Bringing celebrating with family and friends.
Right.
So that really topped it off for me versus like I guess what everybody else would be thinking about what 40 would do to you. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So yeah, that's me, man.
Hands down.
And all right, Gibby. I know you got. Gibby takes notes. He has.
Well, I wasn't. Well, anyway, it don't make a difference. For myself, when I turned 40, I just wanted to come at it in a different way than I did my 30s. So I looked at the new decade being like a clean slate for myself and learning from some of my mishaps in my 30s that I didn't want to bring over to my 40s. So for me, it was more of trying to be a little more wise than I was in my 30s.
Okay. All right. So look, y'all. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get into some serious discussion, but we're about to get into something just we're gonna transition a little bit. I hope y'all ready for this. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, hold on. We got Papa Soda just came in. What's up, Sojo? All right, that's my roommate, best friend, man of all things.
Is he 42? Is he 42?
Sojo 50, really, man. He be lying about his age, man. Sojo was the oldest dude on the team. Y'all ready to get with it? Y'all want to do it? Y'all want to do it?
Hey, just shout out to the folks on YouTube. I know we're trying to get the video. I know y'all can hear us, but we working on it. Just keep listening in.
We're gonna get it done. We're gonna work on this. It's our first time. All right. So here comes the transition. Y'all ladies ready? All right. So we're gonna get into numerous topics tonight. The first topic we're gonna start off on. Y'all ready for this? Submission. Ooh. Submission.
No.
We're gonna get into submission.
Not that reaction. Come on.
We're gonna get into submission.
I didn't even say nothing wrong yet.
Marcus, do you want to give us a couple of definitions of submission
Oh,
that
yes.
you found, and then we're gonna work our way down the line? And what is submission to us?
Submissive.
Submissive, excuse me, yeah.
Ready to conform to the authority or will of others. Unresistingly or humbly obedient.
Can you say obedient
Say
again?
obedient.
Say the obedient.
No, I'm gonna say the
talking about
whole
puppies or you
phrase
talking about women?
again. I'm gonna say the whole phrase again. Unresistingly or humbly obedient.
Okay. Now, that was God's words, or?
No, that's Webster.
Oh, that's Webster. Okay, that's Webster. All right. I think you got something that somebody wrote on Instagram who was a female. You want to read that one? Oh, he's reading. What you reading?
So there was a TikTok that I saw
Oh, TikTok, there you go.
the other day. It was a podcast. It was a panel of men and women, and they were talking about women being submissive in marriage. This woman who was not married, also not engaged, also not dating. She says, when she gets married, I will be submissive, but I won't be a follower.
Ooh, that's deep. Now let me add the
That's
little.
confusing.
Let me add the little subtitles or little disclaimers at the bottom. All of us up here are married. All right, so we ain't gonna get in trouble tonight, are we? All right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The way y'all gonna talk about obedient.
Gene, your wife is front and center.
Whether it's not views or Monty Simpson.
All right, so I guess for me, submission is not the actual dictionary term. I would say submission is actually being open, being able to be vulnerable. That's what I would call submission. But it has to go both ways. Somebody argue me about it.
The way I look at submission, being submissive, is allowing the man to lead, not being combative. If you're in a marriage, I'm pretty sure you should already trust your man to be that head of the household, to lead your family, to lead your household. The obedient, I don't know about that. But just being open-minded, being able to trust your mate, that's the way I look at the submissive part.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think submission has to be earned?
That's earned way before marriage.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Way before marriage.
Go ahead, Mouse, you want to explain?
I mean, for me, submission, I think it goes, in both ways. You have to be submissive on both sides, when a husband and wife. And that means as far as there's going to be a point where you're going to have to pick one another up. There might be some hard times. There might be some difficulties that you both might go through. But, it's a team effort. So that's how I look at it.
So, because submission, is it only a marriage thing, do you agree? Or could somebody actually be in a relationship, long-term relationship, and still show submission to each other? Let's get some audience participation out here, because Key is shaking her head. That's her house's wife. That's her house's wife. Go ahead, what do you got to say about it? What you got to say?
Did they come up, or how does it work?
Come on up here. We're going to turn the mic.
Yes.
Now, we got you. It'll pick you up. Go ahead.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I agree basically to what you all said, but I think a lot of, I saw that post, a lot of men think that women are ready to submit, but what they don't understand is we only submit to leaders. If there's no leadership, we're not submitting to.
There you go.
Yes, leadership. Let's put leadership.
Write that down. Understood. Oh, hold on. I got a plug. There we go. I got a button for that.
Hold on, we got one more in the audience I want to hear from.
Who's that?
Freshly newly married.
Oh, damn. Hold on. We got a button for that.
That's bullshit right there.
Nah, my wifey, Jackie Henson. What you got?
I definitely think submission has to be earned.
Yeah.
I'm not going to submit to a man that I don't feel like I can trust or that can't make good decisions. So I think I have to observe and be able to trust that he will make the best decisions for our household before I'm willing to submit.
But is submission always giving something up? Can submission be something else other than that? Because I think when people hear the word submission, they think of, oh, I got to bow down. I got to let, can it be something else other than that? What do y'all think?
I mean, in my opinion, with the word submission, I do think of what you're saying with like the bow down piece, and I just in my opinion, I feel like within this day and age, it's not like it was back in the day where the man worked and the woman stayed home and cleaned house and everything. Right. Now in today's society, we have women who are in the household working, taking care of the house, and also sometimes making more money than the man. Mm-hmm. So when you use that word submission, I feel like it got to be kind of redefined, because at the end of the day, it can't be just a gender role.
So do you think generationally it has changed?
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
Okay. Ma, you want to comment? You're part of that other generation. We got a Gen Xer right here.
You gotta first respect each other.
Yep.
Right.
So that comes in time. Like you said, sometimes before, sometimes after.
Yeah.
But you can't lose it and try to gain it back.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of pearls.
It's a lot of nuggets being dropped right here. A lot of nuggets. Dave, what you think, man? What's your thought on submission?
I think submission is subjective, right? Like, to everybody, in every couple, if we want to discuss it within that realm of relationship, but you can submit to things within yourself, like we all submit to a higher power, right?
Right.
So I think that we all are submissive in a sense. But as far as if we want to frame it as far as marriage or relationship wise, I would say that you have to play off of what makes sense. Yep. What are you submitting to? Okay. And it embodies what everybody's actually talking about, really. Like, it's not necessarily a gender role, which we actually grew up believing that, the woman is supposed to submit to the man. A lot of things that I actually experienced, I wasn't always right, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always right. And I'm just sitting here like, standing on my soapbox, beating my chest like, hey, look, man, you supposed to listen to what I just told you, right? But I had to think about it in hindsight, like, damn, man, I was tripping. For whatever reason at that time, you know what I'm saying? But you have to understand that you actually get married, to become whole. Right. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, like, you can't see and whatever you can't hear, your partner's supposed to have that.
So go ahead.
Yeah, so you're supposed to, if she's strong in that sense right there, then you submit to that. And vice versa, it goes the other way.
So you mentioned something, David.
Okay.
And this is going to go into our next topic.
Okay.
And it's kind of, it kind of goes together. So do you think, and we've discussed this before, all of us, about nowadays, people are moving away from marriage. Why do you think people are moving away from marriage? Why do you think people don't want to get married anymore? Why do you think this generation that's coming up don't want to get married or don't believe in marriage?
Because they feel like they can do it themselves 100%. But I always think about what Chris Rock said in one of his comedy acts. It's kind of hard to move a couch with one person.
Oh, damn. Yeah. That's fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
My answer would be, it's the after effects of the divorce. It's so easy to get a divorce now. Then once you do it, your life is pretty much torn apart. You're paying alimony, you're paying child support, you're fighting over the kids, who has custody of the kids, and then that just affects you your whole the rest of your life.
Wow. So let me ask the audience out there. Raise your hand if you're single. Let me see all my single people out here. All right, Steve, I see you, baby. Come on, raise your hand. Let's get some audience participation. Raise your hand if you're single. My man
got one in the back,
You
one
got
at
the
the
Batman
bar.
shirt. All right, you single? He's like, I ain't single. You calling me out?
I know
He said, I ain't single. All right, so all my single folks, anybody who just walked in, y'all single?
Nah, I'm not.
All right, you all right, so we want. Oh, there you go. All right, Kevin. Everybody, shout out for Kevin. Kevin just walked in here.
What's up, Kev?
What's up, Kev?
All right, so the honest answers from all my single folks. Do you eventually want to get married? Everybody, and why? Everybody don't answer at
I'm
once.
saying a hard no.
I want to hear from this young lady right
Yeah, I
here.
want to hear from this young lady right here.
I want to hear from the hard no.
Come on, speak up. What's your name, first of all? Elaine. You're single, right?
Yeah.
Now, you live in the DMV?
I live in Maryland.
Maryland? All right, so basically we've heard living in Maryland, D.C., that this is a hard place for single women, right?
I would say so, but I mean, I've come across some really amazing men, and I feel like at 42 though, I've been alone so long. I've been alone so long that I feel like I've worked on myself so hard that it's hard to turn back and like try to lean on somebody else. But also, I feel like as women we've been groomed to think that you have to be married and you're not worth anything until you get married.
Ooh,
I
that's
don't
a tough.
feel like that anymore. Like I want companionship, I want partnership, but the actual title of marriage, I don't know if it's necessary.
So do you think that's the thought, the prevailing thought now?
I don't know if it's like that for most women, but that's my personal
Okay.
journey.
Wow, okay. That's not another. All right. Can we have that group in the back? Anybody want to answer? No? Yes?
I'll answer.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So I'm not near 40. I'm near 50.
It's all right.
Hey.
So I've been single long. I'm married, divorced, blah blah blah. I cheated on me, blah blah blah. All his fault. Everything he did was wrong. Therapy, medication, all that shit got me all together a little bit. But if I were to meet someone, sure I'd get married, but I don't have to. Like,
Okay.
I've had the blessing and the curse to figure myself out and find out who I really am. You know,
Nice.
first. So, sure, hell yeah, sugar daddy, rock it.
All right, we
I'm
just.
gonna start a family. You know what I mean? I'm not looking.
You're not looking to start a family. We got notification that YouTube can't hear everybody, so we're gonna politely ask y'all to come up. You know, we gotta make this fun. You know, don't worry, you're not gonna be on camera because right now we're not showing video for some reason, so don't worry about it.
But I wanted to talk about the whole marriage piece. And for those who don't know, I was married previously for about 4.5 years. That was I got in relationships after that or what have you. But there's a lot of people out here that's just used to dating. Meaning you meet someone and you guys hang out for a couple of weeks, maybe kick it for a month or two, and then you on to the next. And the thing is they're just caught up in that cycle where it's like, okay, soon as something go wrong or we have a disagreement or argument, okay, we don't need to be together no more. It's like folks are just trained for that. And the whole point in marriage is, of course, you're going to have those good times. But as you guys all know, married 10, 15 years, whatever.
14.
14 years.
Going on 15.
That it is hard work. It's hard work. And, you know, this whole dating scene, and it's not just the DMV, it's all over the, United States.
So do you think they don't want to put in the work?
Man, I was out there for a while, and what was that? You say it can get boring?
I think people don't expect to work once you get in it.
Yeah.
Repeat that again, Marcus.
I don't think people expect to work once you get in it.
So you think people have this vision of marriage, Hallmark cards, we get married, we're going to be happy all the time.
I think people
Right.
I think people see the envision and the picture of the wedding day, but that wedding day, the wedding's like an hour?
The wedding's for the people. It ain't even for us.
The wedding's less than an hour.
The wedding's
Marcus.
less than an hour.
Depending on your vows and everything. The actual
So
ceremony
the wedding's
is less than an hour.
the wedding's less than an hour. You go on your honeymoon right after,
You sweat out your suit like I'm hot.
as you should,
Right.
and then you get back, and then you're in that day to day, going to your work, 9 to 5, work from home, whatever.
That honeymoon period.
Oh, you know what killed a lot of people?
What?
COVID.
COVID, yeah.
COVID. When
And
you
we-
were stuck in the house with your partner
Right.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you had your kids in there. Then you throw in virtual kindergarten, virtual elementary school,
Right.
middle school, whatever.
Yeah. I see some people agreeing. COVID,
Oh, I
but
see
they said
a
COVID
lot
was
of
a
head
motherfucker.
shaking right now.
I feel you, brother. Shit.
Yo,
I made it.
being in isolation with your partner taught a lot of people a lot of different things.
It did.
And
I think everybody was on their own wilderness, and
Yeah.
it depended on your strength of your relationship of kind of how you kind of handled it, because you've seen a lot of folks just standing outside.
because there's people,
They needed to.
there's people who,
Standing outside with the umbrella and shit.
But hold up.
Yeah,
so,
go ahead.
So what if it was a different way, right? What if it was a way that people really didn't know how much they could actually handle until they actually had to handle it?
All right, you going philosophical.
Nah, I'm just saying though. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all played ball or something. We all worked out, right? We worked out before. You know what I'm saying? We tried to go out here and we tried to flex or something. Like, all right, man, go ahead and put the 3 bills on there on the bench, right? You want to try to press it. You know damn well you ain't work out in a minute. Right? You know damn well you ain't did that shit. You ain't worked out in a minute, but you want to try to put the 3 bills on there. Because you probably did it once before, right? At some point in time. And then,
Right.
you know, that load was a little bit too much this time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I ain't stretched. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't stretched?
Yeah. I didn't stretch. You know what I'm saying? I haven't worked out before to work up to that.
But you don't know
load.
what marriage is until you get married.
Exactly. But see,
Like,
that's
you can
what
hear
I'm
from
saying.
everybody, but you're not going to know. Like, I always say this. And Val, I love you. But you don't really know marriage until you ready to kill your spouse. Not literally, but it's like when y'all, that's when you know.
Yo,
you
there's,
agree. You don't know until
hey,
you ready
Jane,
to kill your spouse.
there's
But
something
that's what I'm
about that.
saying.
There's something about that first argument where you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
There's something about that.
Yeah.
You can't go back to your own place.
Yeah, you can't go nowhere. Ain't
can't
nowhere
go
for you to
nowhere.
go.
You can go down the basement, Marcus.
Yeah,
Right.
I
If you got
believe
one.
that, man, you can always go somewhere. You know, you can.
I tell you this, you ain't kicking me out the bed.
question is, do you
Man,
wanna
that's
go
our
there,
bed.
though?
Yeah.
The question is really, do you want? You can always go somewhere. Do you really want to go there? But now, back to what I'm saying though. You said it did. You didn't know marriage until you got into it, right? So it's the same thing. What I'm saying. I didn't know I couldn't press them damn weights, man. You know what I'm saying? Until I got up under there and found out I couldn't press it, right? Yeah, so from that point, it was like, all right, man, yo, somebody come spot me, yo, come get this weight up off me.
So what are your spots? Oh, hold on, we got a
Val.
question.
Val. Hold up, Val. You gotta come up.
You gotta come up, babe.
So UT folks can hear you.
Sashay up here. That's my wife, y'all. She beautiful. If y'all can't see it.
So with Dave, when you're talking about you use an analogy of pressing weights, you didn't know till you got under there,
It's
right?
pressure.
It's pressure. But you had a goal to be able to bulk up, right?
It's true.
Right. And so you had that goal. And so I think in marriage also, yes, times are going to get hard, but you had that goal that work together as a team for a common goal.
Yes.
And so that's why you have to continue to keep lifting those weights, whatever that may look like, whether it be finances, whether it be mental health, all of that. So I think it's important, and I hear what you're saying when you're talking about you have to lift those weights. That's marriage.
What you're saying is 1,000, right? That's 1,000. So, yeah, man. Let's do that. But no, so I'm talking about at that time, right? Like when we actually had the thought of marriage, like when we got into it, and it was okay. This is what it's gonna be. Oh, this is what. Oh yeah, man. Shorty, everything. She got everything. I'm gonna marry her. And then certain situations happen. I'm talking about at right at that point, when that situation happens. If somebody asks you that question, hey, the situation that you in right now, hey, yo, if you was 3 years ago removed from this, you know what I'm saying, prior to getting in it, would you marry this situation?
Most people gonna say no.
See, exactly. So
Hands down,
now,
no.
now go back to what Val is saying, right? Building up the muscle, right? So, all right, I'm gonna go back to my analogy. I like analogies. I'm a parallel type of person, right?
Drive us down.
He done had a nice,
Yeah.
nice couple drinks.
Let me spin y'all down the block. So, if I can't lift that weight at that time, I'm going to sit there. I'm going to dump the plates if I don't have a spot, right? Because I'm actually hoping that she's going to be my spot. Yo, you ain't my spot? All right, cool. I'm going to dump the plates, and I'm going to still push the weight, right? But eventually, I'm not going to quit. You know what I'm saying? If
quick question
I
for
know,
you.
So I got something to that point. Go ahead.
Okay,
That spot, what could be considered as that spot? I'm thinking when you say that, it could be counseling.
yes,
It could be your pastor.
yes.
It could be maybe a close sister or something. What's your definition
What
of
is
that
your
spot?
spot?
Okay, so my definition of spot could be that person, right? But the person who actually could have possibly caused the situation, or I'm not gonna say caused it, right? Let's just say brought the situation to a head. All right, it could be the man or it could be the female. Yo, are you able to, you know what I'm saying, sit there and counsel that person, you know what I'm saying, through that situation?
So
It could be because, yes, pastors and counselors and everybody like those are basically supplemental, I feel like, right? You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you have to be able to fix that, you know what I'm saying, with your partner. So wherever your standpoint on that fact, you know what I'm saying, of what actually caused that vase to go ahead and fall off of the shelf to break, she has to be able to be willing to actually clean that up with you. You know what I mean? So, all right, man, we made a mistake or whatever. Yo, you willing to admit to the mistake? Because sometimes people don't really want to take accountability.
Go ahead, Marcus. What's your thing?
So I got a question for Dave. All right, so using your analogy, you're working out bench pressing, right?
Right, yeah.
So you got the weight, you bench pressing, you pushing up.
Yeah.
It's getting heavy.
Yeah.
Is it before you say I can't do no more?
Yeah.
Is it that you physically can't lift it, or are you mentally telling yourself you can't do it?
It depends on what the situation
Which
is.
one comes first?
It depends on the situation. Because, like, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really speaking in general. You know what I mean? But, like, it could be a real live goddamn physical situation to where you can't press that. It could be a real live mental thing to where you can't press that. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on whatever situation is on that table for y'all to handle. You know what I mean?
So I'm sitting here thinking like, if you got your spotter, you pushing, they're telling you do 10 reps. Yeah. You're on your 9th one, going up. They're like, come on, you can do it. You can do it. You've done it before. You can do it. But for some reason, you just cannot push that. You can't make that last rep.
Then you're going to either dump the plates or you're going to walk about the weight room, bro. Like, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. So, like, that's marriage. Either you're going to be able to do that or you ain't. But what I'm saying is, how do you know what you can handle until you had to go ahead and face that?
Until you're in that situation.
Right, you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. Like, that's where I can't necessarily call people quitters, you know what I'm saying, because they got a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be an impossible situation to where they couldn't actually handle that situation. But, we all have been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, other people, they probably would have walked away from that. But you were strong enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that would be subjective.
But again,
to that point.
but again, Dave, I think when it comes down to a marriage, and especially when you're talking about like this weight stuff, I think both parties got to want to be able to put that work in.
Correct.
Because if both parties don't want to put that work in, and I definitely, like, I'm a person of prayer and things of that nature, and I do believe prayer works, but at the end of the day, I still feel like both parties gotta be able to want to put that work in. If they don't, it's that daggone weight going to go one-sided.
Exactly. It has to be a common goal.
Yeah.
So
It has to be a common goal.
So we're gonna switch it up just a tad bit, and let's see. We're gonna read some of the comments on YouTube. Forgive us, we're still working on the video. We're gonna get it right, but we are getting audio in. That's deep, David. I feel you. Also have a good job, Tease. Marcus' wife just came in. Everybody give a shout out. There we go. What's going on, Fred?
I gotta straighten up now.
Now Marcus got straightened up. He can't.
Dirty.
Can't
Now dirty has changed.
Let me start this off.
Don't
Tiffany,
listen
did
to
you
the
know
first 2
his
minutes.
nickname was Dirty?
Stop! Told you.
So when you met him as Dirty?
Told you.
So in what situation did he say Dirty?
It was like his Dirty 85 was like his name for something.
Dirty 85.
That's my Instagram name.
I never realized it said that.
I just saw your pictures and knew it was you. I never read
Right,
that.
I never read it. I never knew it said dirty.
Oh, and shout out, I will be married for 10 years next week.
I like that button right there. I like that button. All right, so we're going to transition just a tad bit because tonight we're just giving y'all a taste of the different things we're going to be talking about on this podcast. It's going to be a lot of marriage because we are married, you know, and we want to influence and help other people who are married, you know. So I'm going to touch on this too. How can I phrase this? When is it too much to let other people into your marriage? If y'all understand that question. When is it too much to let or is it, how can I rephrase this? Sorry, y'all been drinking beer.
That's all good. Take your time.
Yeah.
Is it too much?
Yeah. How much should you, thank you. Say that again, louder on the button.
How much should you share with other people?
How much should you share with other people about your marriage? Within your marriage.
Yeah, within your marriage.
Because think about it. Everybody has their friend group. Everybody has a pastor. Everybody has somebody that they confide in. Yeah. You should be confided into your wife. Or you should be confided into your husband. But sometimes you want a male opinion. And you need that friend to tell you, man, you fucking up. David, you told me that a whole bunch of times. Gibby, you told me a whole bunch of times. Marcus, all y'all told me a whole bunch of times. Gene, you fucking up. All right? But let me go down the line. What do y'all think about it? I think we all in agreement on this.
So I actually, my youngest sister, she's actually about to get married. And the first thing I told her after she got engaged, I said, don't talk to your single friends. Don't do it.
And I think that's the mistake people make.
They're going to fuck you up.
Yep.
Yes, we do cuss. They're going to fuck your relationship up.
Yeah. But why? But that's what they talk to. They always go to the single friends.
Yes. And the single friends act like they know every fucking thing.
Misery loves company. Damn, Marcus, you mad?
I am mad. I'm fired about that fucking
Did this happen?
Yes. No, but seriously, like your marriage, everything should be kept between each other. Unless you mutually agree to go to like a counseling, or even if you both go to like separate therapists, you know, you just gotta know the boundaries in your marriage. Honestly,
Mouse.
I agree. You know, you gotta know your boundaries, but as far as me and my household, we keep stuff in our household. You know, only a small percentage knows. You know, if 1%, if we feel comfortable from both ends, that's something that we talk about. But one of the main things as far as that we make a point in our house as far is dealing with accountability. You know, taking that step back and realizing the part that you play in a situation, accountability. So that's how I look at it. You know, we do, you know, have a small percentage, you know, as far as our family, but, you know, me and my wife, we do go to counseling. We go to marriage counseling constantly. Even when nothing's going wrong, we go to marriage counseling, and that has made a great improvement in our marriage.
Can I jump on this real quick? What's funny? We 1, 2, 3. We got the same counselor.
Yeah, all three of us got
the same marriage counselor, which is funny. That's a crazy. That's
why we stay on here.
And
Thanks, Troy.
Shout out to Troy, who just got married, and he had a baby too, right?
Yeah, Troy just had a baby too.
Yep. All right, Tease, what's up? What's your opinion on this?
Quite frankly, I feel that nobody should be in your business. Now, you may have that real close person, whoever said it is, you know, make sure they in a long-term relationship or married. Single friends, I'm sorry. I love y'all, all my single friends. Y'all can't really understand what we're going through as married men or people in long-term relationships. But if you do have to talk to someone that's outside of, that's not married, I would say, you know, definitely keep it super high level. Really don't have to get into the details because sometimes you do just need to vent sometimes. Right. You know, granted, it should be your partner, but let's be real. Sometimes you need to rap to your boy or rap to your girlfriend and just keep it high level. But at the end of the day, I'm a big proponent of the counseling thing. Like I said, we just got married, but we've been counseling for 2 years? Something like that. Okay, it's been about it's been about 2 years, and like Mouse said, it's not just about during the times where it was the bad times,
right?
Even the good times, you
right.
know what I mean. And one of the biggest things that I received out of counseling is just how to effectively communicate. Communication is speaking and listening.
So do you think that's the main problem with men? And I'm gonna say that was my big problem. I don't know how to communicate, believe it or not.
I think in 99.9% of relationship issues is communication.
And, going back to the subject of who you talk to, when I got married, I was 25, and pretty much all of y'all were not married. And everybody up here, with the exception of Marcus and Teese and Terrence, was at my wedding. Y'all weren't married, y'all was still single. I decided to get married, and I had no one really to go to, I had my parents, but they had a totally different outlook on marriage because it was a whole nother generation. You know what I'm saying? So some things that they said helped, but there were some things that he couldn't help with because he wasn't part of our generation and didn't know the type of temptations and stuff that we had to experience, And that's another topic we're gonna have. Y'all subscribe to us. All Shit I'm 40, social media and relationships. How does it affect relationships? That's the topic that's going to be coming up, because we live in the age of social media. We live in the age of you see stuff on TV all the time, that stuff gets in your head and everything, But I would say when I got married and when all the rest of my friends ended up getting married and being around other married men, I had a group of people to talk to, and then I became like the elder statesman, almost, Gibby, you got something you want to say?
For me, just thinking about it, at the end of the day, I always say, especially to my wife, when the smoke clear, because, I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, you're going to have conflicts in your marriage, period. When the smoke clear, it's just you and her standing there. So, you can talk to other folks and kind of get it out. Me and my wife kind of both know who she going to kind of go talk to. Sometimes I reach out to certain people to kind of chat to. I think, again, kind of going piggybacking what Gene was saying about talking to a male, I feel like men, we communicate a little bit differently, especially when we're talking to our wife or we're talking to a man. So I always say it like this, when we're talking to a man to man, we can kind of be more raw. But I feel like when we're talking to our wife, we got to kind of finesse it a little bit better for it to kind of come across. So, and in my opinion, you just got to remember who you married, and again, try to stand together. And as my cousin Dave said over here, just continue to hold that weight together if y'all possibly can, because it's going to be some weight.
I think David is going to be known as Mr. Weights from now on. Like, he gave us a whole session on weightlifting.
That's crazy. I ain't even a bodybuilder.
That's Big Mouse over here. Look at these guys over here, man.
Mouse look like he's buff around here. You know what I'm saying? Mouse can give us that tutorial.
Trying to maintain.
Mouse look like he related to Marvin Gaye over here with that little goofy on his.
He got the Marvin Gaye caps on. Man. I know Marvin guy. But we're not only going to be talking about marriage, but we're also going to be talking about health. Because at 40 years old, we got to take care of ourselves. Because guess what? Gibby got a young daughter. I got an 8-month-old daughter. Teese got a young son. Mouse got young kids. Marcus got young. We all got young kids, and we want to be there when they get older. And that's the thing, being 40 and having to be a parent, a seasoned parent. That's an episode that's coming up. Me and my wife. But being seasoned parents, you know what I'm saying?
Your voice changed a little bit on that, Gene.
It did, a little bit. Just a little bit. And these are some of the other things we're going to talk about, So Mouse, TC, they're all about fitness and everything. And another thing, too, is not only being physically fit, but financially fit. We got brothers up here who own businesses, who do stocks, who do everything. Tease, go ahead and do your shameless plug, man.
I said it earlier, but yeah, Tease Keys to Success on IG is one of my IG pages, in which we're just talking about, just spreading financial literacy, from stocks to budgeting, and it's a number of different things. And I know, Gene, we're going to actually do a show behind that. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you guys on IG, Tease Keys to Success, spreading a lot of great information. So I appreciate that, Gene.
Definitely, no problem. So definitely, I'm just happy, man. I'm really happy that tonight is like a dream come true. It's something that I've thought about, I've dreamed about, to have these brothers up here, to have these conversations, because I've not been able to have these conversations. We've had these conversations in private, but now to help other people and to bring them in on our conversations about the different things that we talk about, it's a beautiful thing, So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, for being up here with me, and for coming on this journey.
Thanks for
Hands
having
down.
me,
Appreciate
man.
it, man.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful thing, and we got to thank our wives for allowing us time to record.
Hit the button.
Yeah. There we go. Allowing us time to record,
You say you want more?
Oh, they want one more? Look,
One more.
allowing us time.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You good?
All right.
We live.
We live. We got all the action. We got all the action.
Baby.
Yep. It's all right. Hey, we got good beer. We got good beer flowing. Good beer flowing. But I just want to thank everybody. And right now, as far as our schedule goes, look for a release of a show. Just about every week, we're gonna be loading up. We got some episodes coming for y'all. We got some good topics coming, and we just want y'all to come on this journey with us. We're gonna try to film as much as we can, but not too much. We want y'all to actually listen in and not look at us, because I'm sweating like a pig right now. These lights, and I got this sweatshirt on. But
All good.
You want to ask the audience any questions?
Man.
yeah, I forgot.
Do they have any questions for us?
Hey.
Yeah, so right now we're just gonna open it up. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Our cameraman giving us direction. You can talk, Brian. What's up?
He said go around the
Go around the camera.
Oh yeah, go behind the camera. So we're gonna ask for one volunteer. Val already went up, so since the last person that came in is
She
Tiffany.
has another question.
Oh, you have another question? Come on, Val.
I'll take Val as my question. She got it.
Val, you gotta get up. Come around.
You got to go around the camera.
Around the camera.
In the beginning, you guys talk about, I know you guys going to talk about commitment and why people are not getting married. Why did you fellas choose to get married?
Ooh. Go ahead, Tease.
Does anybody really want to hear that from Val? All right, Gene, you answer that.
All right, so that's a good question for me. So
Keep it 2 minutes.
obviously I'm the new guy. What we are 3 days, 4 or 5 days married now, something like that.
They fresh.
6 days, 6
Freshly
days.
married. They still on honeymoon. They freshly married.
So when I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I want to propose. Honestly, I think we were about 3.5 years in, or what have you, when I made that decision in my head. And quite frankly, I didn't feel comfortable introducing Jackie Henson now as my girlfriend. It just felt weird. It was like that connection, that relationship felt way deeper than a girlfriend. And I was like, you know what? It's time, bruh. Stop bullshitting. It's time. So when I felt that feeling, and of course I prayed on it, thought about it, talked to some of my boys and talked to some of my married friends as well. I was like, it's time, man. That's when I knew it was time.
So I do got a question for you, TC. For your age, what do you call your significant other that you're dating at that time? If you don't want to call her your girlfriend, what do you call it?
We call it what we be saying, wifey and my girlfriend, my boo.
Okay.
That's what you say? My partner. I didn't say that shit. But, yeah, that's what I was calling her. My old lady.
My old lady. That's what. That's our old lady.
Right. Okay.
All right, Mouse, your turn.
What Pusha T say? When you know, you know.
When you know, you know.
You know. Quoting Pusha T. 757.
True. Yeah. When you look at let's keep 100. When you have a run and you know that person.
About to tear up.
When you know that person is for you, you wake up every morning, you look to see them there. When you come home, you expect them to be there. So, when it got to that point, you just want to spend majority of your time with that person. That's when I knew.
Dang. There you go. All right, look like y'all might have some activity tonight off that.
They gonna be lifting weights together?
Yeah, they gonna be lifting weights. They gonna be lifting weights together. With me, I was driving down here to Nanjamoy, Maryland, back in 2007. No, 2006, because I had to wait 2 years before I got married. And it just hit me. Just like T said, literally with guys, it just hit you. And I had been with my wife since 2003 at that time. And for some reason, I was just like, all right, it's time to do it. That's the one. You ain't going nowhere else. And this is what's crazy about how we don't have nobody to tell us. Nobody told me that she's supposed to buy my ring. I bought all three at the same time. It was a great deal.
Hold up. So you bought your own ring?
I bought my own ring, dog. Nobody told me. Nobody told me.
What?
Dog.
Is that on the mic?
Bruh. To this day, I went to Reed's Jewelers in Columbia Mall. I remember that junk. And I had a three, got all three, got the band, all that. She not wearing it now. That's not her original. She wearing her push gift now. That's a whole nother story. But I bought all three and I gave it to my dad and I was like, put this in the safe deposit box. And my dad was looking at me like, the fuck? That's before he was a pastor. But he was like,
Every line
he loved.
Every line he loved, man. That's my guy. What's up,
Hey, shout out Pops, man. Shout out Pops. What's going on? But yeah, it just hit me. You know, it was just like, man, I could see spending my whole life with this woman. You know, and I practically spent my whole life with this woman. I practically grew up with her. We grew up together because we've been together since we was 20 years old. And here we are. We both 40. So, definitely.
Hold on. Let's hit the applause button on that one. Hit the applause button on that one. I love that.
Marcus?
All right, so for me, you know, every relationship that you get in and then you get out is a lesson learned. You learn about, you learn about yourself. You learn about what you want and what you don't want in a partner. So when I met my wife, we met in January 2011, and throughout, our dating, she embodied everything that I wanted in a wife. She checked boxes, everything that I wanted, and she checked boxes that I didn't know I had. So,
God damn.
Hey, dude, somebody else gonna be lifting weights tonight.
Somebody else, she up here dancing. I wish y'all could see this. She dancing.
So,
I wish we had the little Jamaican.
So, I proposed to my wife after 9 months.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
9 months, yes, I knew.
Oh, she put it on you, huh?
Yes, she did.
Bone, chicka, bone.
I stared at it. I stared at it to make sure I had my month number right.
Woo.
But yeah, but 9 months. I knew before even 9 months, because you buy your ring before that. But yeah, we've been married almost 10 years. Next week, wouldn't change a thing.
Congrats, bro.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Yeah. There we go. I'm going to find that. I got to find that. I'm going to download it. Hey, Dave, you got the blank face.
I ain't know it was my turn. I thought we was going off cue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dave, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it was the, you know what I'm saying?
Dave got the blank face.
It might have been the pipe stone PDL.
PDL.
Give a shout out to Patuxent again.
But there's another shout out to Patuxent because Dave definitely enjoyed it.
Hey, I just missed the social cue. That's all it was. I actually, my story was kind of unique, man. It was actually pretty dope, though. I would say it's pretty dope because, honestly, like I actually came out of a relationship, man, and a bad one at that. That was a bad one, man. Yeah. But before that, like, I was a single father, bro. Like, I was a single father. My wife right now, you know what I'm saying, she was a single mother, man. And we had a lot that we related on. You know what I'm saying? And there were things, it's just, I felt like that was just destiny, you know, that we actually met each other, you know, and through the people that we actually met each other through, it was actually interesting because I met her through one of my teammates from college, man, his wife. And they actually met in college at Delaware State. Shout out to Delaware State University.
All right, when did you know, David? Like when?
No. I just want. Come on, man, you can't be doing.
Shout out to Bowie State, but when did you know?
That's you. He had to do that, but not all jokes aside. Like, you know, we actually met through mutual friends. You know what I'm saying? And we were kind of like in similar situations and looking for the same thing. I guess I was just open. I would say that. I was open, you know.
So you saying your heart was open?
I was. Yeah, after you had your goddamn heart broken, you open. You know what I'm saying?
So you was ready for love.
Yeah. It wasn't even just that, though. Like, I was just open. I really wasn't. Hold on. Yeah, turn that thing on, though.
There you go. You good. You talking.
Yeah. Are we on?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Honestly, man, I wasn't looking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really found me. That situation found me. And she was a cool person, man. You know, I've been drinking. No, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also
That's what's up, Dave.
But no, you know, that situation found me, you know, and I liked it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted that, you know, to be a sustainable thing.
And it is, because you have a beautiful wife, beautiful family.
Yeah.
And y'all doing the damn thing, man. Damn hands there.
That's love.
That's love. Yeah. Go ahead, Gibby.
Give it up for him.
I'm gonna try to make mine short and sweet. For myself, it was more of meeting my wife. We kind of went straight ahead. Went to the point where probably our second date, I was asking her, "How do you feel about your last name being Gibson?" And I think my turnaround for myself was just seeing one of my buddies in the audience who introduced me. Matter of fact, two of my buddies in the audience, yeah, Ferg and Steve was there when I met my wife. But at the end of the day was more of the difference between her and other young ladies that I had dated in the past was I could see myself moving mountains with my wife. And the sad part about that is we put that in play within our marriage. And it's been 14, it'll be 14 years in September. And I think I beat Marcus I proposed to my wife within 6 months. Because again, like I said, I had never met anybody like her before that I felt like did that to me. So I appreciate you, Erica. I love you, sweetheart. And I mean, yeah, you my best friend, baby girl.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So beautiful that you made feedback, Gibby. All right. Hey, y'all, look, man, I'm telling you, this has been a real fun night. And again, please subscribe to All Shit I'm 40. It's on IG, YouTube. It's going to be on Spotify, Apple. This episode will actually be released next week, and you can get on all your streaming platforms, okay? And sorry about the video. We're going to get it straight. This is our first time. You know, first time for everything. Everybody remember their first time. It wasn't the best time.
Shit. It wasn't the best.
Everybody, if somebody had the first, that's another topic. We're gonna talk about the first time. But
hey, listen.
Wait, does that count born again?
Hey, one thing for the night, right?
Go ahead, Tease.
We played it kind of safe tonight.
We played it safe.
But we got some topics in our pockets. Listen, Wise, we love y'all. We ain't trying to ruffle no feathers. We just trying to
played it real safe.
Hit the whole demographic. So we're gonna get into some topics, y'all. So just
got some disclaimers
stay tuned.
down there.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And just like T said, we Yeah, we played it safe. All right, we played it safe. We're gonna get into some.
We
stuff.
have episodes where the wives are not in the audience.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, y'all gonna listen to it, but we. I mean, it ain't that bad, but it's some serious topics,
Simultaneously.
We're gonna talk about the big P word, PORN.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
And single listeners as well.
Yeah, single. We got some singles that
We're gonna have
dial-in.
some conversations for y'all. It's not just gonna be all married stuff or whatever. We're gonna bring some of our single friends in here.
So we feel like that group in the back we left out.
Sojo, we see you back there, baby.
Yeah, we see
you back there playing it cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what's up, Sojo? Salad Sojo. What's up,
Sojo?
Got his
What up, So?
All right, man. Hey, but look, man. Look, it's just been a beautiful thing, and I mean, we just totally excited, and we just glad that y'all came along with us on the ride, man. So look, thank you for coming out again. Enjoy the beer. We're not closing. All right. So keep listening to All Shit. I'm 40. This is Gene Locke, and we are signing off.